I think we're on the precipice of actually a good idea. Either something like Facebook, and probably going to be happening, is going to right itself because they're constantly kind of, they're not slouches. I mean, they get a lot of hate, but they fix stuff. You know?
They do.
But there's a social media. Someone could come up with a new social media site that's got it figured out like that.
Well,
I
don't want to get into this too far, but
that could be censored too, though, because there's only a couple of tech companies that own all the apps.
Well, Elon, I think. Now, I'm going to say something that that is not. I'm not 100% sure about. So you guys go do your own research, but I believe it's Elon has more satellites in space than anybody else. I believe he partnered with, this is the political part, this is the hate part, Donald Trump Jr., and they are working on using the satellites and using his stuff because they don't have to rely on the servers that are owned by these other companies, and they're starting their own social media and their own stuff. And now, that's one example, but I think what's coming is because of all this stuff, I think you're going to have people that are right-wing and people that are left-wing, they're going to start their own things. And I hope it doesn't turn into this, because now what we've done, we're going to create these echo chambers of people that only think the same thing. And I hate that. I would rather Facebook, like you just said, Jesse, just solve it a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I want to see things I don't agree with.
Yeah.
Right? Like I do. I want to hear it. I want to, because again, this comes back full circle to what Neil was talking about earlier. Like, I'm open to being convinced. Right? Like there are opinions that I didn't agree with 6 months ago that actually today I'm like, you know what? I actually agree with that. Like I'm very much a capitalist when it comes in my business, but I always joke with everybody, like amongst my friends and family, I'm a socialist.
Well, capitalism to me, I consider myself a capitalist. Yeah. To me, though, that doesn't mean destroy everybody so you get ahead.
No, exactly. It doesn't. And I think there's balance, and there's some level of balance because like, you know, when I'm having a bad day, I like to give away money, right? Like, or the same equivalent would be like, I know that homeless, I can't control what the homeless person does with it. I'll give them food, give them a drink, give them a $20 bill, right? Like, and I'll do that. I'll tip people that I see working. I'm having a really bad day. That's what I do all day. All day I'll be like, you know, the coffee was $3. I'll give them a $20 bill. And it just makes, it's selfish of me, actually. It makes me feel better.
But you made a whole bunch of people feel good.
I made a whole bunch of people feel good. And you know what? By doing that, it made me feel really good.
So Donald Trump Jr. asked Elon Musk to do this.
Yeah.
But I doubt he'll do it. But he may do something like that. He may do his own platform or something.
Elon's
a pretty reasonable guy, though. I think he would be great.
I think he would just worry. He doesn't want to get pegged one way or another.
Right.
And I would worry about that.
Well, he actually offered to buy Twitter last year and said he just was going to shut it off.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, Elon said something, though, about that he believed that it was very dangerous because of the censorship, and that he didn't want to be one political party, but he believed there should be a platform that doesn't allow the censorship.
Right, yeah.
So I feel like Elon's considering it.
Yeah, we should just, I think all social media should be based on the laws.
I don't think this should be, and this is not to get political, but it should not be a Trump social media. I think what Elon is saying is, I think what he's saying is I don't think we should be censoring people to this extent, and we need to work on something that and because he has these satellites and because he's got all these other things, he thinks he can do it. I'm very open to that.